So you're thinking of moving to the Twin Cities south of the river, and you heard someone mention Farmington, and you're thinking, first of all, where is it? And then
Exactly.
second of all, is this one of those real feel cities, a downtown, or just another one of those places where it's farm field and maybe strip malls? So today what we're going to do is we're going to cover the Farmington, the real Farmington, give you the ins and outs, things we like, things that you can do here, and let you know what we think. Okay. So, and you can see behind us is a bunch of businesses, some you need to know about. So the Farmington Steakhouse is behind us, been around for a very long time, cafeteria style. Imagine grabbing your tray at school, telling what you want as you walk through the line, you know, if it's steak or chicken or whatever it is. You get a baked potato, you get a salad, you go sit down in a booth and eat.
It's an experience. You have to do it.
Yes.
You get huge portions. It's
Yes.
really reasonable and just a very different experience that you have to try, especially if you live here, for
Right.
sure.
And then there's a bakery just off. You can't see it in the shot here, but it's Sweet Needs. It's been around a really long time. Great place.
It's good.
Yeah, kids love
Cinnamon
it.
rolls the size of your head.
Kids love it. And
And adults.
Yeah, of course. There's a tap, Farmington Tap behind us. There's a breakfast place behind us. I'm of course blanking on the name
Pizza
right now.
Man is
Pizza
also
Man.
another big
Yeah.
location that you have to check out.
So
Great pizza.
floral. There's a floral place in town, which who has that anymore in small towns? That's kind of Farmington's a good mix.
So Farmington was established in 1887. So it's been around for a long time. It definitely has more of that small town feel that you may or may not enjoy. So we kind of grew up in smaller towns, so this feels like home to us.
But you're still close to the downtown, which we've covered in other videos, you know, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yet you can have your fill of small town, you can still have your cornfields, you can still have all the things that make you feel like you're in a small town, but yet you're still close to a major metropolitan area.
Yeah, so a little bit further from Minneapolis, St. Paul, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
And where your commute is, but
Exactly.
you're still close, but maybe
Right.
a little bit further than some other of the metro areas. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
Right. So as always, we're going to keep it real with you guys. We're going to not have any fluff in here, tell you the real Farmington. So let's go.
Okay, so just a couple blocks from downtown is the Rambling River Park along the Vermilion River, which is a really fun feature of Farmington because the Vermilion River runs through the city.
Right. And with that come a lot of different walking paths around here. Like I said, the park right behind us, there's a lot of activity that goes on, not just music, which does happen at times. They have community events. We've been here. They pull up a bus, the local busing company, and they'll face paint the kids' faces.
Mhm.
It's 90 degrees out. You probably want to be in the bus while they're doing it because that was last year. But it's a really fun thing. So they have all these local bands that just come and it's free for the community. And they just redid this park like recently done.
Mhm.
They have a very cool memorial for veterans too in the same area
Mhm.
back behind us. So one of the many parks we'll talk about and you'll see, but with that comes, a lot of community type events we talked about as well. It does have a great community feel to it.
Yeah, and the park system and the walking paths are connected from the downtown area, so you can walk along the river. You can get here from downtown, so that can be a really nice option too if you're wanting to get outside and enjoy nature too.
Yeah, and we just saw someone come up as we walked up to do this, and they were getting ready to go fish because there's trout right behind us in the Vermilion River. So you'll see that a lot too. People will be fishing in the river over here. I don't know if don't go by me as far as laws go for that, the fishing, but some of them may be catch and release. I don't know. Those things you got to look up when you get here. But yeah, a lot of fishing. I know our kids go to school right behind here, and they'll come down to the river even for science classes where they'll collect samples for things and just learn more about our local ecosystem. So very cool.
Yeah, you can actually connect from this area all the way to their school and then also one of the middle schools. So that's definitely another feature as well.
If you love what we're doing here, you love our videos, you want to be notified every week, please subscribe and like, but also comment because we do read every comment. We want to make sure if you're thinking about moving here or you're in the Twin Cities and you're thinking about moving into another suburb, shoot us a message. We respond back. We always check them. We want to make sure that we're giving you things that you want to see and hear. And if we're not doing that, please let us know.
Yeah, and so next we also want to talk about some of the other community things that happen with Farmington. So Top the Tater Days, which used to be Dew Days, they renamed it. Kemp's is also based out of here. So for Kemp's Now it's Top the Tater Days. And we have to confess, we've lived here for 5 years. We've never been
Almost
to this.
6.
Almost 6 years. We always have a family vacation that week that's been set for a while. So unfortunately, we've never been. We've got to make it sometimes. Don't tell our kids because they will be so mad when they find out about
Thought
this.
they did find out the one time, but anyway.
Yes, we got to get there sometime. But we have that, which is like a regular. They have a carnival, they have a parade,
Rides, all the
lots
things.
of all the fun small town community event that people look forward to every year.
And the Dakota County Fair too, which is the other direction from here, not that far. So the whole county, Dakota County is pretty large. I mean, as far as population, it's a very large county. We have the county fair right in Farmington.
And that we do go to, and
Yes.
it's very fun. We look forward to that one every summer for sure.
So a lot of things you expect there as well. You got the rides, the food,
It's
bingo.
a really good county fair.
It is.
Definitely one of the better ones for the state.
Right. So those are just some of the few things and that's usually August, I believe, the county
Yes,
fair.
middle of
So,
August.
next question. Every time we do these videos, where am I going to eat and drink? And that's what we're going to cover next.
Yeah, we talked about a few of the downtown areas of the restaurants there, but we're standing in front of one of our favorites, which is Bourbon Butcher.
Yep. Great food. A lot of smoked food. They have your ribs and brisket and burgers and great salads where they put the meat on there that they smoke. And even pizzas too. Great food. And there's a square cut pizza behind us too. There's your pizza too.
Farmtown Brew Hall, which is also connected
Love.
to Bourbon Butcher too. So they share a kitchen, but different feel. They have a little different menu,
Yes.
but great food too. And then there's also a patio, which is right behind us as well.
Right.
So they do some fun stuff there too. In the winter, they put up a tent area and then outdoor heaters, so you can even enjoy a little bit outside feel in the winter when it's cold out. And then during the summer, they have music sometimes on the patio as well.
Yep. It depends on the weather. Usually Friday, Saturday night. And then we're in a strip mall now. Same strip mall. Just down from us is Blue Nose Coffee, which is an original, the only one like it. Great coffee. They grind and roast their own beans in-house, which I'll tell you I love. And it's a great place. We do a lot of meetings there with clients, but also just to go have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, nice atmosphere there for sure. And then we can't not mention the original Dairy Queen that's here as well.
Yes.
So a staple for the ice cream scene.
We stop there several times a year. Usually our kids beg us constantly, can we have a bike ride to go to Dairy Queen? But we do go there several times during the summer for the kids to enjoy. And it's
along the bike path too. So it's a great place if you want to motivate them to bike and then go get a treat afterwards.
Right. And I have to mention too, our dentist is on the strip mall too. Dental care.
We love them.
If you're looking for things like that, we highly recommend our dental. We won't name it on here, but great dental one in the strip mall here. So.
And then for Asian food, Wangs is a great restaurant.
They won an award a couple of years ago, Best Asian Restaurant in the Twin Cities. So hey, that speaks for something too.
El Charro is a great Mexican restaurant too, as well. They've got a fun patio there too.
They do. And I want to shout them out too because they support our schools. So love that place. So we've covered some of our favorites and some things that are around the area of Farmington for restaurants. But we'll say it doesn't have the up and coming feel of a suburb that like next door Lakeville or Egan or even Burnsville, but they're trying to make their way into the food scene.
Yeah, it's not the same as Minneapolis, which does have a pretty thriving food scene, but we do have good options here. So, and then you still are close to those areas too if you want to try some other different locations too.
This is where Farmington really shines, outdoor life.
Yeah, it's something that really surprises people. And honestly, we're here at Whitetail, which is a really great hidden gem for Farmington, of one of the great parks. So Farmington has over 50 parks, over 900 acres of parks, and over 50 miles of paved trails. So one of the really great features is specifically Whitetail. We really love it. We actually come here quite a bit.
Yeah, so right now, you can tell it's green. Lots of trails throughout the park. You can walk, bike, scooter, rollerblade, whatever, you name it. There's anything on feet or wheels you can do out here. Plus, imagine snow behind us right now. We're standing on the sledding hill. May not look very amazing right now, but when this thing's full of snow, and we've come here many times in the wintertime. Matter of fact, last winter, we came here and it was just snow. No one else is on it yet. It was so much powdery snow that we had an amazing time.
Yeah, it's an awesome sledding hill. It goes really fast.
Bring your own
Might
sleds.
not be for little kids, maybe a little bit older kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to make sure that they're getting on and off the hill and not standing in the middle of it, because it's a little bit more of a narrow sledding hill, but it's really fun.
And keep in mind here too, you actually have to work. There's nothing towing you up the hill. There's they block it off. There's snow fence on the sides, which if you're not from anywhere where there's snow fence is basically an orange fence that allows wind through it but blocks the snow from coming through. So that's on both sides where the sledding occurs. You can walk up either side, but again, get off the trail.
Yeah, and
Get off
another
the
fun
sledding
thing they
hill.
do too, they have there's a fire pit, and they usually have wood available,
Yeah.
so you can come do. We've done marshmallows, and it's nice to be able to warm up. And they actually have a bathroom open, which is
They do,
kind of
all year
rare for
round.
sledding hills in the winter.
Or any park, as a matter of fact. So
Mhm.
it's again, definitely, we've talked about Dakota County parks and a lot of other YouTube videos we've done, but Dakota County, which is part of the Twin Cities that we talk about every week, amazing parks, like outstanding parks, and this is just another great example of that.
Yeah,
in
and this
Dakota
one
County.
has over 5 miles of walking trails, and you can come here. We've biked, we've done scooters. There's a few bumpy spots. For the scooters may not be the best for that, but you can bike for sure, walking.
Path around the
rollerblading.
lake, so you can
Mhm.
walk on the lake, which it's a good walk. You're going to get a lot of exercise in, so a lot of nature. It's wonderful. So
Yeah,
we can't
and
say enough about
We
it.
can't skip the natural park too. We'll show that as well. But there's
Right.
a natural park, which is really fun.
Mhm.
Kids love it. You can jump on essentially logs, which is
Right.
kind of funny. That's what kids love, is just to climb rocks and logs.
Okay, and we need to mention too, they have 17 full RV hookup sites here in the park where you can stay for the weekend, stay longer. You can book those things online like most things now, but it's really set up for spending longer times than just for the week, for the evening, I should say, or for the afternoon or morning for hiking or picnicking. I mean, it's set up for full-on camping out here. And on the way here, there's two, which is kind of funny. There's two, I would say, sites to go by. One is called Brand Farms, which they have chickens, free range chickens, truly wandering around the property when you're there. And then in the fall, it gets really busy because they have the pumpkin patch. They have all these other, like, shoot apples out of a cannon.
Yeah, it's one of my
cars.
favorite fall areas. If you're going to go do the corn pit, corn maze area, this one offers a ton, and they don't charge you for every single thing. You can kind of just pay as for a few
For certain
different
things.
items. So it's nice, so a little bit more family friendly that way for your budget.
Food trucks, and also too, because they produce a lot of things on the farm, so they have different types of, like, apple flavored donuts and apple flavored drinks and other things that are produced on the farm or in the local area here. Then right next door, which is kind of funny, it's called Crazy Legs. We mistakenly went to the wrong one, meeting family there, and we're like, we're here, and they're like, we're here too, where are you? We realized we're right next to each other, two separate places, right on the same road, right next to each other.
Yeah,
So
and Crazy Legs offers sunflowers where you
Ooh,
can do,
that's
which is
pretty.
really popular. People love
Very
to go
cool.
there.
Photos.
You can go inside the sunflowers and get amazing pictures. They have it set up with cute, I think the word love was out there. There's also some swings set up in there, so perfect for photos.
Yeah.
And then they also do the corn maze.
And we want you to explore it. If you come, decide to either visit and decide if it's a place to live, or you decide to come here and stay, we're definitely going to tell you it's a place to be. Okay, so now we're talking neighborhoods and price points and those kind of things. And for the starting point in Farmington, there's obviously the townhomes are typically going to be your more affordable price points. We can see anywhere in the low twos, actually, up into the mid and higher 200s for townhomes. And that's a good option for a lot of people. They want low maintenance.
Yeah, and then also you might find some of the more affordable homes, maybe more entry-level homes towards the downtown area. Since Farmington was built in the 1880s, there's a little bit more of the older established community homes. So you might find something early 1900s and some 50s homes. And a lot of them are really well done and have been updated. But that is it's a great option for people that are trying to maybe just get into the market for the first time.
For sure. And then, Farmington also has kind of, you're moving up from that point. You've got some neighborhoods like this that are mature trees, larger yards, which we will tell you, if you're looking at Farmington compared to Lakeville next door, Rosemount, and even Egan, this is actually a very affordable community to live in.
Yeah, you do get more for your money out here. So that is definitely a draw, and pretty typical for a larger suburb area, that as you move further from the metro area, you're getting more for your money. So that is one reason I think a lot of people do choose Farmington for that.
Right. And you can find, a single family home, 3 to 4 bedroom, in the high 200s, the low to mid 400s. We're talking a good sized yard, 3, 4, even 5 bedroom, 2 to 3 baths. You know, sometimes they'll have the finished deck, nice yards, fenced, all those things.
Yeah, and Farmington is still growing, so there is new construction. Honestly, something for everybody, because there are price range from the entry level all the way up to maybe the more max budget is around the $600,000 to $800,000. It would be a pretty nice house. Okay, so schools is something that people always ask about too when they're moving to an area. So Farmington has 1 high school, 2 middle schools, 5 elementary schools, and 1 charter school. So kind of different, where a lot of larger cities might have more than 1 high school. So that can be a nice selling point as well, because your kids are reconnected when they get to high school.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different programs within the school system. Definitely very strong support within the school system with the community, the parents. I've been part of the school volunteer board, I guess call it PTO, I think it's PTA. What do we call it? PTO? PTP, that's it. So, sorry, been a little while, but I've been part of that too. So a lot of families supporting the schools. So you'll definitely find that when you're part of the Farmington School District.
Yeah, and they have a lot of involvement for the students that might be a little bit different too. Some things that I think are a little bit more unique. There's a fishing club, there's trap shooting.
Right.
Then they have all the big ones that you'd expect: football, volleyball.
Yeah, competitive sports systems too within the school district and the conference they compete in. So they do very well with that too.
Yeah, and then our band is really well known, and it does great in competitions and has ranked well in a lot of state competitions and maybe nationally. I'm not really sure, but I know they have a good reputation as well. And so do our fine arts as well. So
yes.
We go to the plays. We love to support the theater. So lots of different options depending on what you're looking for involvement, if you are thinking of your family and what they might want to be getting involved in their school district.
One little funny story about that. So every school's homecoming is very large, very big, very festive. So we went to our first year going to the homecoming. We got there, and then halftime show, actually even before halftime show, they're shooting off fireworks after the touchdowns. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So then when they do the halftime show, that was a fireworks show that I would not expect, but it was donated because they're really worried about that. The school said, we did not pay for this. This is donated. And whoever donated did a fantastic job. They spent a lot of money on fireworks. So
yeah, it was the 4th of July. It was really good. I don't think they did it the next year though. So it was a little bit of a letdown that year.
But it's pretty funny though. So it's kind of a funny little side thing. But yeah, you'll find like a lot of these communities have different things like that, but our own shared experience of what we found being part of the school district.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Okay, so we've taken you on a tour of Farmington. We've shown you the schools, the restaurants, the downtown area, the parks, but who is Farmington actually for?
Farmington is for people who maybe don't want to live right by downtown. They want to live a bit further out suburb-wise, so they're not just a first or second ring, but a little bit further out. Maybe they're remote workers, they don't need to drive in, because if you do need to drive in, you're going to be looking at a decent day traffic-wise, 35 to 40 minutes without the snow.
Yeah, but if you're maybe looking for a little bit more for your money, Farmington could be a great option. Or maybe if you work in one of the neighboring suburbs, that could be a great option for you as well. If you work in Lakeville or Burnsville, Apple Valley, south of the river, that could be a great option for you as well.
Yeah, and like we said, pricing's a little bit better here. As far as suburbs go, we're just far enough out. We have farm fields on the outside, the south part of Farmington. So you're definitely going to, the further out you get, typically from a downtown area, a little bit cheaper it gets. We're definitely an example of that. Great value, spending a little bit less. We talked about the schools, the parks, the community feeling, just the all-around feel. It could be your place that you want to live in. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. We'd love to connect with you. Every comment's read. We want to know what's going on in your mind as far as looking at places you want to live. If we haven't covered one, please let us know. And just keep watching the videos, because we're going to keep bringing you more suburbs every week.